Do you feel protective of China?
I think I do, in a way. Just having been around her my entire life, she's, my younger sister. Even if, I would think I feel protective over her, whether she had a diagnosis or not.
If you had to introduce your daughter to the world, what would you say?
This is China. She's 22 years old. She's very small, and she loves music, and she loves people.
How do you feel as you hold your sister?
I feel so good. It's just nice to have someone who loves you, no matter what. China's always been there for me.
Welcome to SBSK. Join me as I travel around the world and interview individuals living with a condition to prove no matter how you communicate or what obstacles you face, you're always deserving of love and acceptance. So without hesitation, let's meet today's friend. When somebody meets China for the first time, what's the most important thing for them to understand?
China wants to be your friend. China wants to interact with you, but it may not always be readily visible. If you just keep at it, that she values that communication. She values you coming up and talking to her and trying to be her friend. If you pick up a book and read with her, she would love that. She makes friends really easily with people who read books or sing to her. And you might be stuck though singing for a while. She might get mad if you stop singing or stop turning pages. So you have to be careful of that.
Hey China. I've heard so many great things about you, and I came all the way here to be your friend and just spend some time with you.
We always assume that she understands everything that's going on, even though she may not react like a typical person would, but we think she understands everything. So she, we feel like she wants to be included in things, even though a lot of times she's very content just to sit on the sidelines, but we feel like she always wants to be included.
Your family told me that you love books. So while I talk with you, I thought I could flip the pages so you could see all the different pictures you love to see. Because I want you to be 100% comfortable while we hang out, while we spend time together, while we get to know one another.
She likes people to pay attention to her, so if sometimes, even when she's not thirsty, she'll hand you her drink and make you go get her a drink, and you'll come back, give it to her, and she'll just put it aside. She won't even care. So, I've gotten the trick of that. Now, when she gives it to me, I'll pretend to get her something to drink, and I'll just bring it back. I won't give her anything, and she'll just put it aside. She just wants people to work for her. You're a diva, aren't you? Sometimes.
If you had to introduce your daughter to the world, what would you say?
This is my beautiful daughter, China Hutchison. She's 22 years old, she's smart, she's beautiful, and she's adventuresome. China likes to go for walks. China kayaks with us. We have a tandem and she sits in the front. And so we like to kayak. And China has never left out of the action with two older brothers through her whole life. Whatever they were doing, we drug her along with us. And she hopefully enjoyed most of it. Sometimes she didn't like it.
Bats flew around as though they owned the place. And before I flip, I want to let you know that I appreciate that you're letting me sit here, because that shows that we're friends, and I'm happy to be your friend, because you're a neat person.
She has what's called Wolf-Hirschhorn syndrome. It's commonly called 4P-. It's a partial deletion of the 4th chromosome.
When China was younger, maybe 3 or 4 years old, I would go to bed at night, and my wife, I'm going to share something very personal, my wife would be crying. And I'll say, Marilyn, why are you crying tonight? She goes, well, China will never have a best friend. Then I'd start crying. And another night she would say, China will never get married. China will never have a baby. China will never go to college. China, just on and on. And you work through those things as a couple. But then you start realizing all the things that she will do, like kayaking and going down water slides with me and all kinds of crazy stuff that we do together.
Why can't we find a better way to live? Asked Stanley. This is good enough for us, said the other cavemen. Why isn't good enough for you? Looks like Stanley wants to go his own way. When the world meets China for the first time, what do you hope they think?
I hope they think that she's loved, and I hope they think boy, she seems really happy. Even though she may not be able to speak, she seems like she's really happy and enjoys life. She does a lot of fun things.
The other side of the coin is, if you know a special needs family, know that even though they're all happy on the outside, and we are very happy and we're very blessed, many of them struggle with these type questions. And can you be a friend and say, hey, tell me what's really going on and how can I help you and how can I cry along with you?
This is worse than the cave, says Stanley. He made walls to keep out the wind. And thank you for coming close to me, for paying attention to the book. That shows me that you want to be friends, and I'm so happy we're friends now. It makes me excited to have a new friendship. Do you ever worry about her?
Yeah, I worry about, you think about the future is tough to think about. This year she graduates out of the transition program that our high school offers for special needs children, and so I worry about what's next for her. I worry about if she's lonely, if she has friends that care about her.
China doesn't react the way somebody expects. Should they feel awkward or offended?
Oh no, not at all. Because even sometimes myself, as her mother, I don't even know how to react. But a lot of people don't know how to react to quiet.
I love making new friends, and this is just awesome. Thank you for spending time with me. He went on being kind to animals and nice to people. He even started saying things like please and thank you.
Even though we want her to be respected like a normal person, people have to understand that you may have to make a special effort, to be China's friend. You may have to get down on her level, or you may have to read her body language. You may have to understand what she's saying, even though she's not saying it verbally.
Caves are old-fashioned, says Stanley. Come in and see where I live. He showed them his house. This dude just made a house for everybody. Pretty cool, right?
I'm having a good time here with you. Or you want me to play some more? You want me to play some more? Okay. Let's see. Why does that song always make you happy? That song always makes you happy, doesn't it? Yeah. It always does. I've never been able to figure it out, but it does. You have your favorites, don't you? Mm-hmm.
Does it make you happy to see her happy?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
So your family told me that you love music and guitar. So I want to play you a little song. And this is a song that I wrote that I've never played for anyone. So this is a very special thing. And I'm happy I get to do this with you. Why do you think she likes music so much?
It's very soothing to her. And it helps her probably relate in a world of probably a lot of sounds that she maybe does not understand.
How does China express her love to you?
Like right here, she's putting her arm around me. And the way she smiles. Me and Marilyn initially wanted all boys. And I was not wanting the little girl. And oh my goodness, if you're gonna have a family, have a girl, because it'll change your life for so much the better. It'll make you a much sweeter person to have a girl in the family. I would just say be patient. What do you want? Are you wanting Chris to play for you some more?
I would love to.
You want Chris to play one more song for you?
Do you want one more song?
Every time I think about China, I think about all the positive memories we've made together. I think about how much she's taught me about thinking about things from other people's perspectives, about people's struggles, about not judging a book by its cover.
Thanks for spending time with me. I'm having so much fun hanging out with you, reading, playing guitar. I'm so happy I got to make a new friend today. Thanks for watching SBSK. We believe the world is a better place when everyone takes the time to understand one another. If you want to be part of the community of people who believe that, click the big yellow SBSK button to subscribe. Thank you, and see you next time.